Friday morning. There he is. Oh, I like the shirt too, Charlie. We're gonna talk to Charlie about his hits, including what it was like to recently work with a legitimate icon, a legend, Sir Elton John himself, on some new music. And then Charlie's gonna have a special performance of that catchy new song that just dropped as well, Samantha. Now to our City Music series, and we have a very special guest with us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Puth. His songs have been streamed well over 7 billion times, including his newest hit. Charlie's going to have a special performance of that for us in just a few moments. But first, he's joining us live from Los Angeles. Got up really early, Charlie, so thanks for doing that.
Anything for you guys.
Oh, so here's the thing. You dropped another song as well about life in quarantine. We're going to play a little snippet, and then we'll talk about it. Here's your quarantine song.
Can't wait for this to be over, 'cause I can't take on more.
Well, it looks like you're staying pretty creative in quarantine. It's not slowing you down a whole lot. How you holding up?
I'm good. That was filmed at the very beginning of lockdown, and it was at my parents' place. And I was just watching TV. I didn't expect to make a song that night, but I did. And at some point in the video, if you go on my Instagram and watch it, you see me annoying my parents. I love the creative energy that comes out during quarantine.
So you're holed up with your parents, and you're drinking out of a Cookie Monster mug. I just realized that.
You know, it's so early, I didn't even realize that it's my favorite mug.
You also recently just teamed up with a fella named Sir Elton John. How did that come to be? What'd you guys work on?
You know, he just emailed me, which is pretty cool. I see it's pretty cool seeing Elton John pop up on your phone. We're neighbors, and we met at a restaurant in LA. This was back in December, and he said, "Yeah, let's write." And then I didn't expect him to hit me up the week after. Be like, we're neighbors. We should just use your studio. And the first song that we wrote, he said to me something really interesting. He said, Charlie, I write music when lyrics are given to me, and you write lyrics after, which is true. So we write very differently. But he said, let's take a crack at it anyway. And he sat down and played the entire 3-minute and 3-second song that is done, that people will hear soon. He played it in one take, the piano part. And then I wrote the lyrics. We did it reverse, not usually how I work.
Let's talk about Girlfriend, this new single of yours. It's the first solo song of 2020. I was checking it out this morning. Like pretty much everything else you do, quite catchy. What's the story behind it, Charlie? There's some folks who are starting to read something into this.
It's just I've never written such a simple song, and it's very hard to say that as a sentence, what the lyric is. Baby, would you ever want to be my girlfriend? Without it's much easier to say when there's like chords and drums and melody behind it. And I just used it as a tool to help people ask that question, I suppose. Which is my media-trained answer.
Clearly. I mean, is there a Charlie Puth girlfriend right now? Are we looking?
There's someone keeps calling me. There's no Charlie Puth girlfriend, no.
Well, who's that calling you, Charlie?
I don't know. I'm using my friend's computer, and they picked the most opportune time to continuously call during my interview with the Today Show.
Charlie Puth, we always enjoy you. We so enjoyed having you last year on the Plaza. Hopefully you can come back soon and we'll do it again. Thank you. And in just a few moments, Charlie's performance of that aforementioned Girlfriend, he's going to do that for us. But first, this is Today on NBC. Go back to bed, Charlie. And once again, Charlie Puth.
We didn't come all this way to touch a little, kiss a little, all night long. You wanna hear me say it? I know I kept you waiting just a little, all night long. Can't stop. think I'll do it anyway. Baby, would you ever want to be my girlfriend? I don't wanna play no games. This is more than just a phase. Baby, would you ever want to be my girlfriend? If you want it, let me know. We can make this for sure. Don't we look perfect, baby? Let's take this further, baby. Just a little, all night long. If I was your boyfriend, I'd be giving you all my time. Just a little, all night long. Can't stop till you're lying right here next to me. I should stop, but I think I'll do it anyway. Baby, would you ever want to be my girlfriend? I don't wanna play no games. This is more than just a phase. Baby, would you ever wanna be my girlfriend? If you want it, let me know. We can make this for sure. Oh, you're making me no, baby. Oh, you're making me no, baby. Do it anyway, I had to do it anyway, I had to do it anyway, I had to do it anyway. Why you ever wanna be my girlfriend? I don't wanna play no games. This is more than just a phase. Why you ever wanna be my girlfriend? Let me know. We can make this for sure. My baby.
Well, there's your earworm for the holiday weekend, Savannah Guthrie. Another big thank you.
Just added it to my playlist.
I saw you doing it too,
Yeah.
actually.
Yep. Yeah, he sounds good.